Hi guys, today we are going to solve the question which is asked on Sbi Clerk May 2022. So it is a question based on mixtures. So the quantity of juice in vessel P is 20% more than vessel Q. So in the question I will just tell you info, after that I will note it down. The quantity of there are two vessel PQ and R3 vessel given. So in the vessel P, the quantity of juice in vessel P is 20% more than that of vessel Q. So in P, the quantity of juice is 20% more than that of vessel Q. And one more info given, the ratio of quantity of juice to water in vessel P is, vessel P and Q is 9 is to 2, and in vessel Q it is 5 is to 2. So ratio of quantity of juice to water in vessel P is 9 is to 2, and in vessel Q juice to water is 5 is to 2. And here other given, the quantity of juice in vessel R is equal to average of the quantity of juice in vessel P and Q. So in vessel R, uh, um, in the quantity of juice in vessel R is average of the quantity of juice in vessel P and Q. And if the difference between the total quantity of vessel P and Q is 4 liters, and what we need to find, the ratio of the average of quantity of juice in vessel P and Q together, and quantity of water in vessel Q. So I will just note it down information and I will solve you. Okay, so first info they have given, the quantity of juice in vessel P is 20% more than that of Q. So quantity of juice in vessel P, juice in P is twice of juice in in Q. So by using what we can consider, if it is 20% more, so 20% more. So if in vessel Q it is X, then in P it is 1.2x. So let us consider, let quantity of juice in Q X, then quantity of juice in P will be 1.2x. So 20% means it is uh means 20% means it is point 2 plus 1 more than means it is point 0.2 more than means it is 1.2x. So quantity of juice in Q is X. So quantity of juice in P will be 1.2x. So if it is 1, it is 1.2x. So 20% more means it is 1.2x. So if we take here 10, here we will get 12. If it is 1, it is 1.2. If we here 100, 20% of 100 is 20. So here it will be 120. So for usual notation I have taken here 1 and 1.2. You can take anything, 10, 12 also you can take, 100, 120 also you can take. So just it should be 20% more than that of Q. So this is the meaning of first sentence. So next is ratio of quantity of juice to water in vessel P and Q is, so I will just write, for P juice to water is, is 9 is to 2 means 9 by 2, and for Q juice to water is 5 is to 2. So this info they have given. And the next, the quantity of juice in R equal to average of quantity of juice in P and Q. So average means P by Q divided by 2. So juice in R is a average of the P and Q. So quantity of juice in P and Q. So this is the sentence. And next they have given the average of the juice in P and Q. Okay, next is difference between total quantity of vessel P and Q is 4 liters. So total quantity of P minus total quantity Q is 4 liters. So up to here it is then we need to find the ratio of uh, average of juice in vessel P and Q together to ratio of water in Q. So I will just after that first we will solve this. So quantity of juice in Q is X, so P is 1.2. So what we need to find here now, we will find the total quantity in P and total quantity in Q we need to find. After that they have given the difference between the total quantity of P and total quantity of Q as 4. So I will just solve next one. So they have given, so here juice to water is 9 by 2. So in ratio usually we solve that. So for P, what is the juice? It is 1.2x. So how we find for P juice? So here what will be the 9 is to 2 means 9 by 2. So total part is 9 plus 2 is 11. And for juice it will be 9 into total quantity of P. So how we find in a ratio for individual parts divided by total parts. So individual part for it is 9 is to 2 means 9 by 2. So individual part is 9 and total part is 9 plus 2 11 and total quantity P. When we will solve this we will get a juice. For juice means we will take 9. For water means we will take 2. For here in the question only juice is needed, so I am solving for juice. So total quantity P, how we can write? Total quantity for P will be equal to 11. Here it is divided, so here it will multiply. So 11 into 1.2x divided by 9. So 11 into 1.2 will be, it is 13.2 x divided by 9. So by using ratio formula, individual divided by total parts into total quantity will be means how much juice is there. So juice for P, how much it is? 1.2. So by using ratio formula we have found 1.2 will be equal to 9 by 11. Why we have taken 9? For juice it is 9 and total parts is 11. If you multiply this ratio to total quantity we will get juice. So juice we have 1.2. So similarly we will solve next for Q also. So for Q, so for Q, so for Q juice is X. So for Q juice is X. So how we can write juice? So for Q juice is 5 parts and water is means 2 parts. So for juice how we can write? Individual parts divided by total parts. So for juice individual is 5, so total will be 5 plus 2 is 7. So for juice 5 by 7 into total quantity of Q. Total quantity of Q. So for Q also we have solved. For Q juice will be, how we can write? So 5 by 7 it is not 2 because 5 plus 2 will be 7. So for juice individual part is 5. So total part will be 5 plus 2 7 and total quantity of Q. Then we will get juice for Q. So juice for Q we have already found, we have assumed it as X. So it is 5 by 7 into total quantity of Q will be X since juice is X. So for Q juice is X. So from here we can find the total quantity of Q. So total quantity of Q will be 7x by 5. T of Q will be here 7 into x by 5. So total quantity will be 7x by 5. So total quantity of for P is 13.2x and total quantity for U is 7x by 5. So and they in the question they have given total P quantity divided by total Q quantity, difference is 4 liters. So for P is it is 13.2x by 9 and for Q it is 7 by. So difference of these two will be 4 liters. So I will just next write here 13.2x by 9 and 7x by 5 equal to 4. So by using this we can find the value of x. So here we can solve this. We can cross multiply. 13.2 into 5 will be 13 5 is 65. 0.2 into 5 will be 1, so it will be 66x. At 7 into 9 is 63x, and 9 into 5 is 45. Through LCM also you can solve. I am solving by cross multiply. So 66 minus 63x is 3x by 45 equal to 4. So here 3 ones are 315. So value of x will be 15 into here x by 15. So 15 into 4 will be 60. So value of x is 60. So by using this we have found the value of x. So since we have found the value of x, we can find the quantity of juice in Q and quantity of juice in P. So quantity of juice in Q will be x. So we can write here quantity of juice in Q is x. X means 60. And quantity of juice in P is 1.2x. Quantity of juice in P is 1.2x. So x is 60. So 1.2 into 60. So it is 12. So 10 into 6 it is. So it will 1.2 into 10 is 12. 12 into 6 is 72. So quantity of juice in Q is 60 and quantity of juice in P is 72. It is 12 into 6. So up to here we have solved. So up to here we have solved. So in the question what they were asked us, ratio of the average quantity of juice in vessel P and vessel Q together to the quantity of water in vessel Q. So already we have found quantity of juice in Q and P. So what will be the average of this quantity of? So average will be juice in P plus quantity of juice in Q. In Q divided by 2. So this will be the average of quantity of juice in P and quantity of juice in Q. So in the here we need to find average of the quantity of juice in vessel P and vessel Q together the quantity of water in vessel Q. So here average will be 60 plus 72 divided by 2. So it is 132 divided by 2. So it is 66. So it is 66. So and next we have to find the quantity of water in vessel Q. So to find the quantity of water in vessel Q, so how we can find? For Q, juice by water is 5 by 2. So juice we know how much juice is there, 60. So for Q I will just write here, for Q juice by water is 5 by 2. So for Q juice by water is 5 by 2. So for Q juice is we know, so water we can find. So juice is 60 by water and water as it is, and 5 by 2. So next we can solve. So water we can take on this side. So 60 into 2 divided by 5. So we cross multiply. Here it is divide, so multiply, and 5 will come on denominator. So water we can write. So it is 5 1 5, 12. So 12 into 2 is 24. So in Q water is 24. So for Q water is a 24 liter. So in the question we need to find the average of the quantity of juice in vessel P and Q to the quantity of water in vessel Q. So average we have found. How much average is quantity of juice and P and quantity of juice in Q divided by 2 will be average, since two quantities are there. Since two are there, P and Q, so divided by 2, 66. And quantity for Q water is 24 liter. So we need to find the ratio of these two. 66 divided by 24 we need to find. So in the question they have asked the same only. Average of quantity juice in vessel P and Q to quantity of water in Q. So average we have found the for juice P and juice Q as 66, and for Q water is 24. So ratio will be, if you do by 6 it will be 11 by 4. So our correct answer will be 11 by 4. So in that they have given many information. So by using this whatever needed, as per that we need to solve accordingly. So for to find the juice in P and Q, initially by using this info, by solving value of x, we have found the quantity of juice in Q and quantity of juice in P. After that we have taken the average of these two, and by using formula for Q, juice by water 5 by 2, by using that we have found the water for Q, and we have taken the ratio. So they have given many info. Out of that we need to extract whatever needed for us, and we need to solve this. So we have solved this. So this is the way to solve the guys. If you have any questions, you can comment in chat. Thank you.